husband is one of the best known people in Pittsburgh, Steelers coach Mike Tomlin. But you may not know much about Kiya Tomlin.
It turns out she's a talented clothing designer who has her own business. She's also a busy mom and someone who cares about giving back to the community. She hasn't really done a lot of TV interviews, but recently she agreed to talk with us. Simple, classic, slightly unusual, and comfortable. That's how Kiya Tomlin describes her fashion creations. She fits, designs, and sews everything herself from start to finish using only the finest fabric.
So this would be like my basic.
I love that.
Kiya's interest in fashion started when she made her first design at age 4. She used white construction paper, scissors, and tape to make this ballet tutu. At age 11, she asked for a sewing machine.
My mom taught me how to sew, how to work the machine just based off what she knew from home ec. And so we started with one of those little duck pillows. And then the next thing I was like, I want to make a jumpsuit. And she was kind of like, oh.
That jumpsuit parachuted Kiya's desire and passion for design. By high school, she not only sewed her prom dresses, but also her sisters, cousins, and many of her friends. She went to college on a full gymnastics scholarship and was actually a pre-med major at William & Mary, not ever realizing her fashion potential.
To me, it was kind of a hobby. I didn't see it as really a career. There wasn't Project Runway type shows that make you realize, oh, this is a viable career.
It was at William & Mary that Kiya would meet and fall in love with Coach Mike Tomlin. After graduation, they married. Kiya designed her own wedding dress. During Tomlin's early coaching years, Kiya attended workshops and took classes, all to hone her design skills. She's always had an interest in women's formal wear, but admits she took a stab at menswear once, making a shirt for Coach Tomlin.
And I got one of his shirts, and I, measured the seam stitching, and I tried to do exactly to look like the shirt he had. And he picked it up, he's like, oh, this is pretty good. And he put it on, and he looked in the mirror, and the button-down collar was like this.
The story reminded me and them of an episode of The Cosby Show where Theo can't afford a designer shirt, so Denise tries to make him one.
The Gordon Gartrell.
He calls it that. He still refers to it as the Gordon Gartrell.
Kiya's come a long way since that Gordon Gartrell. She now works with private clients to create designs customized to their specific body type. Eventually, she'd like to open a store to the public and sees nothing wrong with that store being right here in Pittsburgh.
I love it here. It's home. It's home now. We've never lived anywhere this long, so we're comfortable. The people are great. They're genuine.
And while it doesn't have to do with fashion for all the black and gold faithful, I just had to ask one final question.
What do you think about Steeler Nation?
I think it's unbelievable. This is our third NFL team, and never seen anything like it. It's a really cool experience.
Great story, impressive clothes, a really impressive lady.
Indeed, beautiful clothes, and she's a beautiful person on the inside and outside, as you can see. When she's not designing clothes or running around behind her 3 children, she likes to give back to the community by talking to young girls about how to dress and what your clothes say about you. She gives this little class on what to wear and what not to wear.
And how impressive would it be to have Kiya Tomlin in your class as a young person? I mean, you're going to remember that. I'm sure lots of people wonder what it costs to get a Kiya original.
Well, her service starts at about $500, but of course it all depends on fabric selection, detail, and anything else that's involved. But if you'd like more information, she works by appointment, and we have a link to her website on our website. Just go to KDKA.com/yourpittsburgh.